Hey everyone, welcome to the Talks. My name's Neil, and it's time to talk Fallout. And man, this series is flying by. I'm sad that there's only 8 episodes to watch. I'm not sad that this is my second to last one because I'm so involved in the story. I'm so involved in the mystery that we've been presented with so far. I can't wait to see how this turns out. I genuinely wonder how much is going to be wrapped up in this first season and how much is going to be left as cliffhanger. I wonder what the plan was on the production side, how confident they were that there would be multiple seasons, or whether that's been a bit of a surprise that they've been given a second season. But in any case, I really want to see what happens next. The mysteries that we've generated in just 6 episodes between Vault-Tec in general, but what's going on in Vault 4 on level 12, what's happening in Vault 31, what happened in 32, what's up with 31 exporting overseers to 33 over the years. Where is Lucy's mom? Did she actually die back in 77, the same year that Shady Sands was bombed? Or did she leave the vault? And if she did leave the vault, why? But Moldaver certainly knows her, but Moldaver is also a mystery because Moldaver lived back pre-bomb. 219 years ago, we had this great reveal at the end of last episode where Cooper, going to this communist meeting, is introduced to Moldaver, and she seems to be maybe the leader of that organization. So is she a ghoul? They're the only entities that I'm aware of that live extremely long in the Fallout universe, but maybe she's something else. And if I don't know what that would be. So that's a big mystery. We're ignoring the whole MacGuffin of the show. We haven't even asked about that question in a little bit. What is the chip in the head? What is that artifact? Why does the Brotherhood of Steel want it? Why does who have it control the wasteland? Presumably Moldaver wants it too. But what is it? Is it a chip? I'm just assuming it's a chip and that there's information on it, but maybe it's something else. Yeah, I love how many questions are up in the air, and yet it's not a matter of confusion. It's just a matter of curiosity. It's of speculation. I love that excitement of the unknown and revealing the greater depths of what's going on in this world. I love that we keep going back to pre-bomb era to flesh out the world, and that world back then is still shaping the world that we have now. That Vault, what exactly was Vault-Tec's mission? Is Vault-Tec still being run at some level now? Now we've learned, for instance, that from Coop's wife, that there is at least a vault, probably more than a single one, that oversees the other vaults, a good vault, so to speak, where presumably it's primarily Vault-Tec the uppity ups at Vault-Tec living and surviving the war. And they have a plan to reemerge at some point, continue their corporate growth. It's a cynical worldview, but it's not a crazy worldview, is it? So yeah, I'm just excited to learn more. I can't wait to dive into this episode. So let's stop talking and start watching. This is episode 7, and it's called The Radio. New character? Scavenger of some sort? Oh, for caps? What is it? What'd you find? Does it matter? Just random metal. They're just smelting. Uh-oh.
Sandra? Thank you, darling.
When your first thought is that
Oh, wait.
the stranger's eating your daughter.
You thought. I'm just looking for information. Did I hear you had 3 kids?
I had an oldest son, but he's gone. He took up with that mad woman in the hills 2 years ago.
Well, we know who that is, the mad woman.
Was it Rufus? That must make you Tommy. Rufus sent Tommy a stash of caps to pay a courier for the safe transport of of an Enclave defector
Oh,
to that very same mad woman in the hills.
so he hooked her up with Ma June.
By the time I got this letter off your brother, it was a little bit hard to read. Now you give me that location, and I'll be on my way.
Just tell him.
She's at the observatory.
Of course she is.
Am I really walking out here today, or are you gonna try and draw on me for what I did to your big brother?
He is not a good guy.
Maybe it's the friendly people. When you think of the promise of the American dream, it is just a dream. It's not real.
That's about all the horse shit I can take. Cool, come on.
Mr. Howard, it happens that I know your wife. And perhaps a side of her you don't. My research company was acquired by her division. We were developing cold fusion, infinite energy. Vault-Tec swept in and bought up every company I'd ever worked for. America has been locked in a resource war for over a decade. Vault-Tec bought the means to end that war so they could put it on the shelf, all because it didn't fit into their business model.
That's what's in Wilzig's head. Cold fusion.
It's a listening device.
You want me to spy on my wife?
I'm not a communist. That's just a dirty word they use to describe people who aren't insane.
It's got the gear pattern of the vaults. But yeah, okay, so that's what will change everything. Cold fusion. That's what Wilzig was smuggling out.
You had to go to level 12.
I saw what you were doing. You're experimenting on them. It's sick.
She needs to see the holotape.
That's the dad from the ad, right?
Overseer Hawthorne, final log
Yeah.
entry. Despite
Hawthorne.
our results here, I want to reiterate that a society governed by scientists is the ideal social structure. And hybridizing humans with radioactive resistant species still has potential.
That's how they made the gulper.
Less compliant than we expected.
Did they make super mutants? No, that's a gulper. Probably a gulper. Yep. That's why it's got human in it.
I saw your doctors trying to ease the pain of the poor souls your people lured into this place. His ancestors were used as lab rats by the original residents of Vault 4 until the lab rats rebelled.
Oh.
Creature in the video was actually my great uncle Peter.
My vault's not like this.
What was the experiment in 33?
Well, there is no experiment.
That we know of.
You have infected our home with violence, and now you must pay the price.
Come on, Maximus. Put down the frickin' popcorn. Oh, Red Rocket. Oh, I love Red Rockets. My favorite place for a base setup. Oh yeah, he got stepped on, didn't he? Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Good thing. Oh, you want this too, huh? Everybody wants this. Guess what's mine? Oh, yeah. This is great. You're a loose cannon,
Don't
all right?
put the dog in the
It's a very
freezer.
important mission. I can't have you jeopardizing it.
Jeez. What an asshole.
You got a little window and everything. You'll be fine.
What an ass.
You deserve safety. Unless you threaten that peace.
Whoa.
You are hereby sentenced to death by banishment to the surface!
Hilarious. It's not a very sharp machete.
Need to get that sharpened, please.
You can go now.
We're giving you 2 weeks of supplies to take with you. After that, you are on your own, Goosey.
Loosey goosey.
My friend really likes it here, and he's a good person. He deserves to be somewhere nice and safe. I'm not really in the position to
He's
be
gonna
asking
steal
favors,
their fusion core.
But can he stay?
Well, he's not going to be able to stay. Oh, well. Oh no. What a shame. Oh, that was the supplies.
They're letting me go.
Oops, indeed. Well, they don't get their supplies. Awkward elevator rides. They're the worst.
We stole their fusion core.
No.
Giving it back is the right thing to do.
Without the fusion core, this armor is useless.
So get out of the armor.
You really want to give them their fusion core back if it means you don't get your dad?
If my dad found out that I destroyed an entire community to save him, that'd break his heart.
Look at her being a moral force for good.
Titus, you are the best stranger that I've ever met.
My name's not Titus.
You could come and live with us in Vault 33. With me.
My name isn't Titus, it's Maximus. Instead of helping him, I watched him die. And I took his armor. And I lied to you.
I just threw acid in an innocent man's face. And I've only been up here 2 weeks.
Sure does.
Do you want to come and live with me in my vault?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'm not sure how great I feel about that until I know the truth about the razor in the boot.
Enjoy the fiddle.
Is that the chicken fucker? Why was he about to kill himself? What's...
I'm a doctor, I can help you.
Are you, though?
My humble pharmacy.
Oh,
You're in luck, because I've got the cure. What stopped me from just killing you, taking your whole thing of drugs?
Not many people know the difference between the noxious and the benign. That's the sound of your lower intestine falling right the fuck out. But which is which?
Okay, here.
Can this guy actually help his foot? I'm not buying that he's anything other than a complete quack.
This elixir I have concocted heals all.
Give it.
Okay.
Dang. Okay.
Thank you. Do you know I can find a radio tower?
It's near a town that used to be called Shady Sands.
Shady Sands. This is radioactive as hell.
Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore, do you, buddy boy? Toodles.
What did he give him?
Anon.
He doesn't have to worry about radiation anymore? What did he give him? Ghoul pea or something? Is he going to turn into a ghoul? Alright, they're seeming better behaved. Jello cake delivery. Who's all this? What's going on? What on earth?
Rat poison.
Okay, so these are all just the prisoners?
What did I tell you? Words have meaning.
Did you do it, Betty? Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck.
Mixed reactions. That's interesting.
Terrible about the Raiders, isn't it?
You're going to.
Steph and I were given a starter home unit.
You're a coward.
We all are, Norm. That's why we live in a vault.
Yeah. We're going to find the dog. Hopefully the dog's still okay. Well, let's track that head again.
Let's go find your daddy.
Bug the Pip-Boy. Oh, that's all. Oh, okay. It's Bluetooth.
You're right, Roosevelt.
Into the pocket. No? Okay.
Well, I may be a hero in the movies, but you all are heroes in real life.
What a good doggy.
I'm sorry, dog meat, but you ain't him.
He's calling him dog meat. No, he's not Roosevelt, but...
Thanks again for letting me use your radio. That was really nice.
Nah, no problem.
Awesome.
These are the original recordings. You can't get that warm sound anymore. You know, the bass, the treble, the mids. Here.
Frickin' audio file.
That's mids, right?
Yeah.
Great job on these booby traps, by the way. Really good.
Look at those bear traps. Awesome.
Hey, is this your ride? Huh?
No.
Oh, shit.
Come on,
God,
Thaddeus.
suck without a scope.
Oh no. He's living way too long here. Oh
Why
no.
am I not dead?
Don't pull it out.
Do that. Well, I'm not just gonna leave it there.
Ah, here comes the blood.
Oh.
Oh, he's got instant
Thaddeus,
healing now. He's
I
got
think
ghoul
you
juice
might
in
be a
him.
ghoul.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Here's the ride. Oh. Triple ride.
Oh boy.
Here at K-Piss.
Fuck.
Brotherhood's not gonna like a ghoul.
This is good, no? The Brotherhood is the good guys?
Thaddeus, give me the head.
Huh?
I'll slow them down. You'll have time to run.
Okay, nice to meet you. Bye.
Handy extra heads.
I'm gonna give them a head.
That's your head.
Find your dad.
I'm not leaving.
Trust me.
Okay, guys. Incoming vertibirds. Oh my god, guys.
I'll wait for you, okay? In Vault 33. Find me.
I would.
Ugh. You're not gonna... You've got nothing to give them. You're just giving them a head. You're hooped. And you're supposed to be dead. You told them that you were dead.
We are proud to announce, as interim overseer of Vault 32, Stephanie Harper.
Yep. From 31. Oh. What's going on? Betty's office. This is literally how we hack in the game. I love it. Love it. Okay. How are ya? It's casual. What's up? What's going on in 31? Compromised. Dad must know about this mission. He came from 31. Come to 31 immediately. Norm, what are you finding out?
Hello?
What's this reveal going to be? Why are we focusing on this so much? Huh. Are you a coward, Norman? I don't think you are. I think you're a brave little man. Do they just assume it's Betty, or do they know it's Norman and they're bringing him in anyway? Would there not be a camera or something? We're just stopping there. Of course we are.
Hello?
Or not.
Hello?
What was... I'm realizing that the pullout at the end of every episode is a location tease for the next episode. So we're going to the observatory for the finale. That makes sense. I don't see how we tie everything up in a single episode, though. So we have to be major cliffhangers for season 2. Okay, so they're farming up at the observatory. There's a community. I'd like to think I'm kind of smart. And I usually have some inkling when there's a mystery to be solved. But I have no freaking clue what's about to happen. I don't know what Norm stumbled upon at all. At all. Man, what a cliffhanger. Thank goodness this isn't the season finale. but he stumbled upon something. The mystery of Vault 4 has been answered, and it's a lot more benign than it felt an episode ago. It is the vault that the scientists ran. They were doing genetic experiments, basically splicing human DNA with DNA from animals that were radiation resistant, which probably includes stuff like the axolotl, and unfortunately created some terrible hybrids that weren't as controllable as they had thought. And so they basically genetically engineered the gulpers, for instance. The vault was bringing in outsiders as lab rats for these experiments. The lab rats have basically revolted. They aren't doing the experiments anymore, but they are trying to ease the pain of the test subjects, it sounds like. And they do have vicious punishment in the form of banishing people to the surface, which worked out well for Lucy. Not so much for Maximus, because Maximus could have had a place in Vault 4, but his weird love for Lucy was enough to inspire him to steal the the fusion core, wreak havoc at the council meeting, and get kicked out too. But they did the right thing and returned the fusion core. So again, we're without the armor, and the armor is just standing alone in the middle of nowhere. That happens in the game too. Sometimes armor just gets abandoned, and sometimes you stumble across abandoned armor, and you hope you've got a fusion core when you do. So Thaddeus is now a ghoul because he trusted the quackpot doctor. So the Brotherhood of Steel is definitely not going to take him back if he demonstrates any of that, and presumably they have the tech to detect ghouls. But at least his foot isn't completely mangled anymore. Maximus has given the head to Lucy, so she's free to track down Moldaver, and he's going to deal with the Brotherhood of Steel with another head. But like I've talked about this before, like I find Maximus such an interesting. Maximus is not a heroic character. He certainly doesn't think he's a good person himself, but he also makes some really. He just doesn't have heroic characteristics, and I'm not even talking about a sense of morality or anything. He's a bad decision maker. He doesn't have a plan. He doesn't take initiative. He reacts, but irrationally. And he's got this crackpot plan now to go to the Brotherhood of Steel with this anonymous head that doesn't have a chip in it, has no tech. They'll discover that quickly enough. Also, he's supposed to be dead. He lied. He pretended to be Titus and said that Maximus died in his service with glory, heroically. But that's clearly a lie. And you'll have to explain what happened to Titus. And like it doesn't look like he should be reconnecting with the Brotherhood of Steel, is my point. But he will at least delay them from going after Lucy, but I can't imagine that delay is going to be long. Anyway, he's setting himself up for failure. And then we go back into Vault 33. And Betty, being sinister, is splitting up the residents, repopulating 32. I keep forgetting her name, but our new mother is going to be the interim overseer of 32. She's another X-31 resident, and that's the big mystery at this point. What's going on in Vault 31? Who are these people? What is the overall? What is their mission? What is the experiment going on in 33? The residents of 4 were surprised to hear that there doesn't appear to be an experiment going on in 33. Now that's unlikely, but whatever the experiment is, it doesn't appear to be terrible, but it may be more I wouldn't be surprised if when it's revealed, it's horrible on a really deep level. It feels like, it may have something to do with how they're all so timid and cowardly and eager for leadership. Like, isn't it interesting that Betty won the election with like 98% of the vote? That everybody just cowed to the residents of 31. They've been bred to serve. And if you can repopulate the masses with a population like 33, isn't that such an incredibly controllable population? No one wants to rock the boat. Everyone wants to be a good citizen, but a subservient citizen. So on some level, isn't it a population of slaves? If the techniques you've learned in 33 help you manage a population on the outside, like then you've got a population that'll do whatever you tell them to. That's freaky in its own way. So is that the real reveal? And is that what they found out in 32? Were they doing the same thing in 32? Somehow they found out. So the things we saw written on the walls in 32 before it got cleaned up, in the overseer's office, we saw death to management. And management was used in the flashbacks. In Coop's flashbacks, when he was dealing with the folks from Vault-Tec, he met that one guy at the party. I think the guy said, Bud Askins, I think was his name. And he said something along the lines of, the future comes down to one word, and that is management. Have they figured out the key to managing a population? If you can manage a population in Vault 33, if you can control a population, management's another word for control. You know, we think of it in terms of like corporate bureaucracy and stuff, but it's also a word for control. So if you find out that you're being controlled, if you're being turned into a docile population, maybe you revolt. Maybe you kill the overseer. Maybe you try to break into 31, outside their entrance to Vault 31. We saw written on the wall, we know what's in there. Now, what is in there, I don't know, but Norm's about to find out, and it was making mechanical noises, or at least what he saw was. I don't know if that's the big reveal or not, but if I didn't know better, I'd say, are the people coming from 31 robots? But no, they're reproducing, they have children, unless they're synths. There's synths in some of the Fallout games, synthetic humans, where it's impossible to tell the difference between A and B, even when you kill them, except for the odd component. I don't know, man. There's so many possibilities, but nothing's been hinted at enough to go, oh, that's probably what it is. I'm thoroughly stumped, and I can't wait to find out. So I'm going to dive into the final episode is what I'm going to do. So keep an eye out for that, guys. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, hit the bell so that you get an alert the moment I drop that next reaction. And until next time, everybody, take care, stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Cheers.